I was thinking about bad drivers.
I'm talking about bad drivers.
I was thinking about bad drivers because there's so many of them. You know, I'm in the road every single day, and I encounter so many bad drivers. And I don't mean the ones that are learning how to drive, or the ones that just got their license, that you know that they're just learning. And I don't mean that kind. I mean those that intentionally break the law.
The ones that like to speed up by you at 10,000 miles per hour. Drivers are texting all the time and not paying attention to the road. Drivers that will cuss out at you with their horn. Those drivers that are going at 40 miles per hour in a 70 mile per hour lane. Bad drivers. The ones that are putting their makeup on and the green light is on and everybody has to go, but they're taking their sweet time with their mirror. The drivers that are texting all the time and not paying attention to the road. The drivers that are swerving from lane to lane and not putting the turn signal on. Bad drivers. The ones that are eating on the road. The ones that are braking every 2 seconds. Not wearing your seatbelt. Bad driver. That blast their music so loud that they feel that the whole world must listen to what they're listening to. That's rude. Stop it. Driving with no hands. You're an idiot.
And then there's so many other things that happen in the road that you're like, oh my goodness, that just makes you lose it. The other day I was driving, and I don't mind if you cut me off. I don't. What I do mind is if you cut me off and then slow down. Why in the world am I in my lane, minding my own business, you're gonna cut me off and slow down when there's no space ahead of you? That part I don't get. I'm talking about those. And nowadays, there's so many other things that I've seen. I stopped next to another car the other day, and it was so full of smoke. I could not understand how the driver could see 10 feet in front of him or her and still drive. I see so many things. The people that are in a rush and they just kind of fly by you in a motorcycle at 10,000 miles per hour, or even on the outside of the lane, or those drivers that like to tailgate and like to press their gas and almost at your tail back there. I'm talking about those drivers. I'm talking about bad drivers. It's already been proven that being on your phone texting is more lethal than alcohol. It's more dangerous than alcohol on the road. Bad drivers, why are you texting and driving? Why are you honking your horn? I've seen people in their car, they might not dare to say what they're thinking with their lips, but they get it out with their horn. I've seen Christians do this. They will not cuss you out, but man, that horn is telling you more curse words than you could imagine. They just press that button and just press the button as loud as they could because they can say what they're thinking. One time I saw a woman with babies in the back. She was reading what appears to be a newspaper while she was driving. I was so mad to see that scene. I am talking about people that are just swerving between lanes. Bad drivers. I'm talking about people that don't know what a turning signal is at all. That you're going at speed limit, maybe they might be going speed limit, and all of a sudden they need to turn and you have to slam on your brake because you know you hit them, and they don't understand how if you're going to turn, you're slowing down, and if there's something or someone behind you, you are going to hit them. Bad drivers is so annoying. I'd say those idiots, oh my goodness. I was thinking about them. I was also thinking about me because it is so much easier for me to judge other people for what they're doing and not judge me for my own actions. I was really thinking about this because, not proud to say, I've seen people text, I've seen people stand in front of the red light forever and ever. I've seen people speed way faster than the speed limit. I've seen people do all kinds of things behind the wheel, and it gets me so upset, except when I do it. As that famous saying goes, we judge other people by their worst actions, but we like to be judged by our best intentions. There is a commandment that clearly says do not judge, and I think it's one of the most powerful commandments, because you don't know what the other person is going through. You don't know why that other person is speeding or how to make that fast turn, or why that other person is doing what they're doing. And sometimes we act like the world is out there to get us. Like people went out of their house, they went to look for Edwin Cillier, and they went to get him. They went to get at him. They went to slow down in front of him so he'll be late. Like they did it intentionally. That's how I feel sometimes. But that's not the case. I wonder what they're going through. And don't get me wrong, I'm not advocating breaking the law in any way. In any way, shape, or form, don't do it. But I have to admit that I have done it. And I'm not proud of saying this, but then what are the other people thinking when I do it? Because when I do it, I have really good reasons to do it, right? Do other people have good reasons to do it? I don't know, but I was thinking about bad drivers because I noticed that sometimes I let other people dictate my own feelings. I let other people dictate how I should be reacting or acting, or even my mood for the rest of the day. I have let in the past people dictate how happy I am, or how angry I am, or how mad I am, when I should never let them. Plus, I don't know what they're going through. Maybe that person needed to go to a hospital. Maybe that person really needed to get to that job interview. And we pray that they're safe. We pray that they correct their ways and don't break the law or anything like that, or put anybody else in danger. But at the same time, let's not go the other way, and let's not cuss them out. Let's not wish them harm. Or let's not think that they're out there to get us. Are there rude people out there? Are there bad drivers that are truly just mean and care less about anybody or anyone? Yeah, they are out there. There are some people that I've seen that I have no idea how they got their license. How in the world do you get your license? How did you get? You have to have bought it, because you couldn't have possibly earned it. I see those too. And you know what? I probably at some point, others have looked at me and my driving and thought, where did he get his license? Well, heck, I'm driving and filming. Probably something that I shouldn't be doing either. So I might be breaking the law right now. I don't know. But I was thinking about bad drivers, because I need to stop judging people. And this applies in the workplace. This applies in my family members. This applies with other relationships, with other people that we encounter at the restaurants, or even our friends, and we don't know what they're going through, and we don't know their actions at all. Is not necessarily a reflection of who they are. It might be a reflection of what they're going through at the moment. And instead of us most times stopping and saying, "Hey, how can I help you?" Or "Hey, how can I be assistant?" Or "Let me move out of the way because you're always in a hurry to get to somewhere important." I think I'm going to start doing that instead of assuming the worst. Tailgaters, the texters, the people stopping in the red light forever and ever after it turns green and not moving, the honkers, there's so many of them. There's at least out there of bad drivers, but we're not all bad. I take it that there are more good people out in the world. There's more good people driving cars whether they're expensive cars or cheap cars, they're good people that sometimes they just make a mistake. Sometimes they forget to turn the turning signal on. Sometimes they are thinking something and out in la la land, not necessarily texting when the light turns green. There's a lot out there. So I was thinking about bad drivers and how much I hate their behavior. Sometimes I go like, oh, idiots. But in judging them, I am also judging myself. So I'm going to stop and not let them dictate my actions or my behavior, much less imitate them or try to react the same. But maybe say a prayer, and maybe they need an extra prayer in their life for whatever they're going through. So I need to change. I need to change me, and I think by changing me, I will make my surrounding better. Immediately, I'll make my surrounding better. So I challenge you to do the same. Telling you to look at your surroundings and not imitate them and becoming worse, but motivate them to be better by your actions. Do you encounter bad drivers? What do you do when you are on the road and you see people doing ridiculous things? How do you react? And then how do you change your feelings? How do you change your state of mind to now come back into one? Because certainly the person in the car did not notice. They did not know what you're going through, what you're aware, where you're going to, or what their actions cost you. They're not with you. That you will never see them again, most likely, and you may never encounter them. So why does something so fleeting is going to cause you a permanent change in your life? So let the change be permanent, that is positive, not that is negative. Let those bad drivers change who you are to the positive. Don't reply with a honk. Reply with a wave and an I'm sorry. Put the cold into the heat. Put the ice into the fire. Don't put more fire into the fire. The world doesn't need that at all. What do you do to make the world a better place? What do you do when you're on the road? How do you do not let somebody steal your peace? How do you keep your peace? Tell me, share. I want to hear from you. Comment at the bottom and let me know, how can I be better? How can I also learn not to be rushed or break the law or do anything that I shouldn't be doing? This is stuff I was thinking about. I need to change. I need to be better. Because it's not us who. If not now, when?